Hello, my name's Anne. 10 years ago I was diagnosed with MS. It was a dreadful experience, and I remember asking the doctor, okay, what do I do? How did I get it and what is the cure? His answer was, we don't know. We're kind of, we haven't got to any stage where we're in the ballpark of what we can give you or how long you'll be before you become very disabled. The good news is we all become our own mysteries. We all are solving, we're all trying different things, whether it's movement, whether it's a barrage of drugs we try to take to combat the illness. But for me, it was my husband had this wonderful idea that if I could make you move, as long keep movement, then you'll keep well. And at the time I thought, I'll give it a go. I'll give anything a go. So he went away, and he actually took about 3 months of different things. I had bungees on rucksacks and everything to try and get this leg that had become like a cement block to move. Over a period of time, we managed to actually start to put the bungee idea, with lots of people's help, as well as my husband being the main one who designed it. Lots of friends told me what they wanted. Then we had other people coming in and saying, no, we want things on the foot, we want things to go up and down and movement. And it actually came together by accident over a period of 3 months. Now, in these 3 months I was using the bungee, I was quite ill. But I found the more I moved, the more I felt well. I still had the illness, but I was actually moving. And that to me was wonderful because, suddenly I could walk rather than fall through the door. And you all have the feeling when you go through the door, you feel like you're drunk, you have no parameters of where your space is. And suddenly I had a little more movement. Now, over this period of time, now it's been 10 years, instead of getting progressively worse, I've actually sort of stabled, and I actually think I've got a little bit better, that my movement. Okay, the illness is still there, there's no doubt about it, and other things are bad for me, the headaches, we all know, all the different symptoms. But I feel the movement using the Musmate allowed my life to carry on. I can do this with one hand. I can actually pull that down while I'm walking so that I can go uphill. So that's my maximum, and that will get me up quite a big hill. Now, when I get to the top of the hill, I just release it, and suddenly I'm back to, cement legs, but at least I'm solid on the ground. Normally, I use it slightly like this. I pull it down and I pull it down when I'm moving, and therefore it allows me to go slightly up hills, or up a step. If I'm moving up a step, it's just wonderful. And I think I'm very lucky to have a wonderful husband who has that, has that brain. He didn't give up, Well, actually, I didn't give up, but when the doctor said, no, this is as good as it gets for you, and if you're really lucky, at the end of the day, you can have some steroids, I remember thinking, well, I think I might save the best till last, if that, with the steroids. So we've just muddled on, and we've got now Andrew and Kenneth and lots of other people who have together done a lot of good work to keep us moving. It was a eureka moment when my husband decided that if he fit the bungee to the rucksack, I actually could lift up my foot, and I was amazed because it worked, and he put it into a little lace I had in these walking shoes, and it was amazing. Suddenly my toes that were dead came alive and buffed up, and I actually managed to walk and get to my destination. Obviously now it's taken months and months to get to this Musmate state where you you've got different adaptations, and you've got things for your padding for here, padding for your shoulder, different colours. You know, we've gone from actually just the basic idea to all these wonderful things that are happening. But the good thing, by movement, my muscles don't hurt so much. You know, my muscles suddenly said, okay, she's moving. The whole body's moving. And everything started, like the brain, to put buff back into gear. Very, very slowly. And it's taken 10 years of, you know, some days not thinking I can walk, to actually making myself, no, I'm going to walk. I'm going to walk with a dog. I'm going to walk with my trolley, you know. And one day they'll come up with a cure. So we'll all be ready, because we'll be fit enough to take on this cure somewhere along the line.